Hey everybody, Charlene here. I've been wanting to start this channel for some time, but time has been something that is seriously lacking in lately. I wanted to document what's going on with my health. And I've been meaning to make this first video for a while. I had another YouTube channel more geared towards something else, and then life happened. My circumstances drastically changed, and then my health hit a downward slope rapidly. I'm 45 years old. Be 46 in May. Today is April 2nd. It's almost 10 o'clock or a little after 10 right now, p.m. I've had issues with AFib for several years. I didn't have any health issues until my employer forced me to get the Moderna vaccination. I just got one. Didn't want to do that, but I was going to lose my job if I didn't. So ever since then, I've just had health problems, you know. There for a while they thought maybe I had some form of blood cancer, major heart and lung issues. I literally cannot walk like a couple of steps without getting out of breath. Like in Walmart or going anywhere like that, I have to take a buggy. I made the mistake of going in Walmart and I was already out of breath and just kind of walking slow, and picked up a 3-pack of baby wipes, and I couldn't carry it. It felt like when I picked up those wipes, it felt like I had just like weight sitting on my shoulders, like making it where I could not breathe. I was gasping for air. I couldn't do it. A lot has happened in the past few months. I'm from Tennessee. I was living off grid on some property with my second born daughter and her husband and kids, and we ended up deciding to sell the property. I went to Tucson for a while because my son and his fiance had a baby, so I was there for that. Spent some quality time with my son. And due to my health issues, I moved to South Dakota. I'm from Tennessee. I lived in South Dakota before. That's a long story on how that happened. But I couldn't get health insurance in Tennessee, so I had to come to South Dakota. So my youngest daughter lives here still, and she just had a baby not even a week ago. So got a lot going on. But I'll say this: when I was 39, the only health issue I had before that vaccination was idiopathic premature shutdown of my ovaries. I just all of a sudden stopped having periods. Didn't know why. They started me on hormone replacement therapy. And once I got on the hormone replacement therapy, I was doing pretty good until I got that vaccination. Then my heart started just giving out. It was just bad. I've had pulmonary function tests. Shows everything's good. They're trying to find an explanation for why I'm so out of breath. Now, I've also had a lot of issues with insulin resistance since the menopause, premature menopause, and the heart issues. I haven't been able to be as active as I would like. I had one ablation on my heart that pretty much failed because it worked for a little while, and then pretty soon I was having the same problems. And it's like the weight just started piling on no matter what I did. And that's no bullcrap. Literally, no matter what I did, the weight just started piling on. And it just seems like the more I gain weight, the sicker I got. Finally came up with type 2 diabetes, and I just started Mounjaro. I'm a little nervous about that. I've only had 2 shots. My shot days are Sundays, so I'm only on my 2nd shot. My next shot is this coming Sunday. It'll be my 3rd shot. And so far, I mean, I'm having the common side effects, like horrendous. At first, it was shot days bad, and a couple of days after shot days pretty bad with the horrendous belching. This is gross, but if you look, do research on it, it's very common. Sulfur belching, I guess, from your food fermenting in your stomach because it sits longer in your digestive tract. Not really bad constipation, more or less the belching and like severe heartburn. Now, I'm already on like a strong stomach medicine because of GERD and whatnot, you know. But let me tell you, Protonics and Nexium ain't got nothing on Mounjaro when it comes to heartburn. You gonna have it anyway. So I bought some Pepto. I looked at what people recommended. I got fiber supplement, taking that religiously. Appetite is just garbage. I don't have an appetite at all. I have to force myself to eat, and really the only thing I can eat without getting sick is a smoothie, a protein smoothie. So they say like the first couple of weeks your body has to adjust to it, so I'm just playing it by ear. But I really wanted to document my journey on Mounjaro and my health in general, because let me tell you, my blood work and everything else is horrible. But then they send me for other testing and everything's coming back fine. My doctors are really stumped right now. She told me that. She's like, we don't know. So I'm desperate for answers for things I'm going through. I'm 45 years old. I've got grandkids. I want to be an active part of their lives. You know, I shouldn't be so sick. I'm, looking at disability here. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So I'm making this channel to try to share symptoms, test results. If anybody else is having the same problems, please reach out, let me know. I'm sorry I keep messing with my glasses, but they're driving me crazy. This is new as well. I didn't know how blind I was until I put these glasses on my face after I went to the doctor. But I don't know. It's just been a bad mamma jamma lately, and it's just been one thing after another with being sick. So, anyway, I'm in South Dakota. I'm happy about that. I love South Dakota. I'm from Tennessee, and I always loved Tennessee. But Tennessee ain't the same Tennessee anymore it used to be when I was younger. You know, it's overrun now, really. But that's pretty much it. I will get my daughter to help me take full-length video of what I look like starting out. Okay? I want to do measurements and all that. Update you on my symptoms of all the other medical issues I'm having, and track progress. My doctor seems to think I've got a lot of inflammation showing up in my blood work, which I knew that because I just feel like crap anyway. You know what I mean? But my doctor seems to think that this Mounjaro is off-label going to help a lot of problems I'm having. Here's hoping. Here's hoping. But another thing I want to do this channel for is because I just want community. You know, I'm very much an introvert. I'm happy being at home. Happy being at home with my family. You know, I got very low tolerance for garbage and nonsense, so that rules out relationships with most people. And I'm content to be by myself. I always have been. But I don't mind chit-chatting and making friends online, talking about common interests, common issues, common struggles, you know. So please reach out, leave me a message, leave me a comment. Last time I went to the doctor, I was mortified. I got on the scale. She weighed me, of course, every time they do. And I weighed 287 pounds, man. I'm 5'6". Now, keep in mind, my body composition, I'm very muscular. Very. Like, freakishly muscular. I got that from my dad. Me and my brother are like my dad. I went to go into the military, and you know, they do your measurements and weigh you and stuff like that, and I was 180 pounds, built like a brick house, if you know what I'm saying. And the recruiters could not believe my weight. I was like, what, in a size 6, and I weighed 180 pounds? Because I'm just solid muscle. I really am. But when you have that kind of body type, when things start going south and you gain weight, you gain a lot, you know? So a lot of people probably wouldn't believe I weigh that much, but I do. But something's got to give. Like, I don't understand. I felt bad before this whole time of packing the weight on since the menopause crap started, you know? And my doctor thinks that it's insulin resistance and hormones and multiple things that are contributing to it, because I've tried, believe me, to do something about it and nothing worked. So I'm already, though, starting to notice a difference. I've only been on it 2 weeks, but little differences I can tell. Just trust me, I can tell. I'll make another video on that sometime. But my name is Charlene. You can call me Charlie. I'll be posting and sharing. And like I said, I got a new grandbaby, and I'm helping my daughter with her. So I'm going to try to make videos at least once a week when I do my shot day. So if there's anything, if anybody's thinking about doing a GLP-1, semaglutide, or what is it, tirzepatide, if I'm saying that right or wrong, I'm sorry. But if anybody's thinking about doing that and you guys have any questions, since I'm just getting started, maybe I can help find the answers for you and, you know, see what happens with me. I'll be the crash test dummy. But just getting started. Sunday at 7 p.m. is my shot day and time. So I will make sure to have my daughter video that. And I'll do full length of what my body looks like, what my measurements are. And we'll see what happens. Would I be grateful for the weight to be off just so I'm comfortable again, because everything's so hard with this much weight on? Yes. Am I more interested in feeling better and not being sick and not being out of breath and all of that too? Being able to get on the ground and play with my grandbabies? Absolutely. That's the biggest thing. And living a long time for my kids. That's the biggest, that's the main thing there. So, I guess that's about it. But I will be posting at least weekly. So if anybody has any questions about how I got approved on my insurance, I got approved on my insurance. Thank goodness. I did not think that I was going to be able to do that. But miraculously, and thankful to God's mercy, I got approved. So I'm able to do this, hopefully, life-saving medication. One reason I was so scared about the symptoms I was having is because my dad, in 2014, he was 56 years old, and 5 years prior to that, he just started getting sick. His heart gave out, his lungs gave out, and he passed away at 56 years old from heart and lung problems. And that's the problems I'm having, so it's pretty scary. But hopefully we get it figured out, and I'm going to try to document it all. If anybody has any questions or anything like that, please, let's talk. I just wanted to get this introductory video done and posted. And I would love to be able to help maybe somebody else that's going through what I'm going through, or just have somebody to talk to about it, you know? So, anyway, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that this is going to be good. So, anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a blessed night, day, wherever you're at. It's cold here in South Dakota, and we're expecting a blizzard tonight, so I gotta get my honey at home. But I'll talk to you guys later.